All right, Shalom. I'd like to start by saying, Call Halayim Le Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Harakak Wadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and my elder Heroin as well. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth, sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right, I'm Khanak Sa'am by Yashar to the Lions of the Yashar camp. And this is another Lions in News and Prophecy, man. And it says, U.S. moves soldiers to Alaska island amid Russian military activity increase in the area. So, all right, Lord, one whose lesson to edify and serve his purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones who truly believe in the name of Yahweh by Shemel Shai. All right, so now we have a situation going on over there off the coast of Alaska because Russia keeps flying jets getting close into U.S. airspace, um, making them scramble jets to intercept. And China and Russia have been doing military drills over in there in that region. All right, stirring up concerns for the United States to kind of sort of pay attention to, because of the activity of Russia and Chinese troops in the area. So and then you got Russia having heavy activity over in Cuba. And then you got North Korea saying they have missiles that can hit America mainland. And you have Iran building up their nuclear arsenal, and you have China um, uh, entering in conflict with the United States over uh, Taiwan. So you can witness, we're seeing Yahweh Shem Shai assemble a great deal of nations to come up against Babylon the Great, and the ultimate one that's going to go head first with America, Babylon the Great, is Russia, man. And all these things are being spoken of in the scriptures, and they'll let you know that it's all being done by the will of Yahweh by Shem Shai. And the prophets going out there in the highways and byways are giving forewarning of the things that are to come. So we've been talking about this before these things came and transpired. And according to the scripture, Deuteronomy 18, that you'll know that it was a prophet of the Lord if the things that he speaks comes to pass. All right. So the things that these other so-called Israelite camps and these other forms of so-called spirituality are speaking are not coming to pass. But the things that are being spoken of by the true men of the Lord are coming to pass. All right. It says the United States. Let's go into the article real quick. It says the United States military has moved about 130 soldiers along with mobile rocket launchers to a desolate island in the um Al Aleutian chain of western Alaska amid a recent increase in Russian military planes and vessels approaching American territory. All right, so that's what I was just speaking on. Like, they've been having planes fly in the airspace, submarines come over in the maritime space. Um, yeah, a bunch of heavy activity getting closer and closer and closer to United States territory. It says 8 Russian military planes and 4 Navy vessels, including 2 submarines, have come close to Alaska in the past week as Russia and China conduct joint military drills. None of the planes breached U.S. airspace, and a Pentagon spokesperson said Tuesday there was no cause for alarm, but they still have concerns over it. Well, they can say if there's no cause for alarm all they want. There's some reason why they're doing what they're doing. All right, so it's not the first time that we've seen the Russians and the Chinese flying, you know, in the vicinity. And that's something that we obviously closely monitor, and it's also something that we're prepared to respond to. If you know what I'm saying, they know they have to get themselves in preparation because they don't know the next move of China and Russia. All right, it says, all right, there was a video shared in um in our group chat of you know China, Russia, and North Korea being at the summit, and it looked like they were giving hand signals across the room, coded signals. You know, these nations are not forming against America for nothing. They ain't around here just to bluff. This is all being brought forth by the Lord, so you know it's gonna pop off. You know, it says as a part of a force projected operations, the army on separation September 12th sent the soldiers to Shima Island, some 1,200 miles southwest of Anchorage, where the United States Air Force maintained an air station that dates to World War II. The soldiers brought two high mobility artillery rocket systems, or HIMARS, with them. It says United States Senator Dan Sullivan uh, said the United States military also deployed a guided missile destroyer and a Coast Guard vessel to the western region of Alaska as Russia and China begin Operation begin the Ocean 24 military exercise in the Pacific and Arctic Oceans September 10th. It says the United States Aerospace Defense Command said that it detected and tracked Russian military planes operating off Alaska over a 4-day span. There were two planes, each on September 11th, September 13th, September 14th, and September 15th. The planes operated in the Alaska Air Defense Inter-Identification Zone, a zone beyond U.S. sovereign airspace, but within which the U.S. expects aircraft to identify themselves, NORAD said. The Russian embassy in, in the United States did not immediately respond to an email seeking comments. Slakia. All right. Slakia, lost my spot. It says, it says, NORAD has said the number of such incursions has fluctuated yearly. The average was 6 to 7 intercepts a year. Last year, 26 Russian planes came into the Alaska zone, and so far this year there have been 25. So already this year has been 25, and last year it was a total of 27. So the activity is ramping up, and it's really a signal of war, you know, being brought forth by Yahweh Shem Shai using these other nations like Russia, China, and North Korea to blow up against America. All right. It says often in such encounters, the military provides photos of the Russian warplanes being escorted by either United States or Canadian planes, such as during a July 24th intercept of two Russian and two Chinese planes. However, more was released in the past week, and a NORAD spokeswoman, Canadian Major Jenny Duranzas, declined to say whether jets were scrambled to intercept the Russian planes. The United States Coast Guard said Sunday its Homeland Security vessels of 418-foot Stratton was pr- on routine patrol in the Ch- Chuk- Chukchi Sea when it tracked four Russian Federation Navy vessels about 60 miles northwest of Point Hope, Alaska. The Russian vessels, which included two submarines, a frigate and a frigate and a tugboat, had crossed the maritime boundary into United States water to avoid sea ice, which is permitted under international rules and customs. All right, so 2 years ago, a United States Coast Guard ship about 85 miles north of Alaska's Kiska Island in the Bering Strait came across three Chinese and four Russian naval vessels sailing in single formation. Wow, see, so this been going on for a while, man. It's the writer, the Pentagon spokesperson, said the recent spike is something that we'll continue to keep an eye on, but doesn't pose a threat from our perspective. Right? You want to try to act all nonchalant, but it's going down. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is sending a message, man. Sending a message to Babylon the Great. The Lord is stirring up these other nations against the United States, man. It says Sullivan called for a larger military presence in the Aleutian while advocating for the United States to respond with strength to Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping. It says in the past 2 years, we've seen joint Russian Chinese air and naval exercise off our shores and a Chinese spy balloon floating over our communities. Sullivan said in a statement Tuesday. These escalating incidents demonstrate a critical role in the Arctic plays and great power competition between the United States, Russia, and China. Yeah, it is a great competition, and who's going to win? Not the U.S. It says Sullivan said the United States should reopen its shuttle base at Adak, all right, located in the Aleutians Naval Air Facility. Adak was closed in 1997. All right, so now they're having them try to reopen a military base over there in that region, um, for safety precautions, man, for protection against the threat. They want to try to act like it's not posing a threat, but it's posing a great threat to national security here in the United States. And it's all being brought forth by Yahweh Shem Shai. Jeremiah 50:1, it says, the word of the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. And we're speaking these same words today, man. It says, declare ye among the nations, all right, and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Marduk is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces, because this is all this place is set up is the foundation is all idol worship, man. And that's why this place is an altar for Yahweh Shem Shai's great sacrifice and judgment on the earth. All right, so we're sounding the trumpet, and the Lord is declaring this among the nations. And, you know, He's setting up that standard. It says, for out of the north there cometh up a nation anger against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. Right, because this place is not going to be inhabited ever again. All right, this place is going to be burnt down to the dust. It says, in those days, in that time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they shall come. All right, that was the point up there, but I want to go down to verse 14. All right, it says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yahweh by Shem Shai. Right, you know, um, the children of Israel has constantly been at war with this place. This is the place of our captivity. This is a place where we are brought down low. And you know what? Yahweh Shem Shai has a judgment on this place. You know, and he's not going to take it lightly. The Lord is going to bring hell on this place, man. It says hell is moved to meet thee at that hell from beneath is moved to meet thee at that coming. Right, this place is going to crash and burn, man. Quick, and it's all being set up by Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It says verse 15, shoot against her round about. She has given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh take vengeance upon her as she has done unto thee. It's like take vengeance upon her as she has done do unto her, man. Right? And that's what these nations are set up against Babylon to do. All right. The Lord is stirring up the chief ones of the nations, all these nations, to come up against this place. That's why you're seeing these things happen off the coast of Alaska, and these things happen in Cuba, and these things happen in over dealing with in the South China Sea. It's Isaiah 14 and 9. It says, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming, and stir up the dead for thee, even the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations." All right. And that's what the Lord is doing, putting the thoughts in their mind to rise up against Babylon and destroy this place, man. The only thing that's making it out of here is the elect. That's it. Nothing. Everything else is going to be destroyed. So, seeing all this is going to be destroyed, what side are you on? What manner of conversation shall you be? What should your actions be, knowing that this is going to happen? Well, you're going to have some that are in denial that doesn't feel like this or doesn't believe or doesn't want to believe that this is going to happen, but the inevitable is going to happen. There's nothing that anybody else can do about it, man. It's all set up and being done by the will of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. All right. Lord willing, this lesson to edify and serve his purpose. With that, I'd like to call Halayim La Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Bashem, Harakak Wadash, Ma'amak. Double honor to the elder apostle, the great millstone, and my elder Herwan as well. Salutations to the occupant and pushing the truth, sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children, men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Shalom.